Hi there, welcome to another educational video document in my Web3 expedition. In this video, we are going to be tackling the subject of Wallchain, in particular, a leaderboard on Wallchain known as Reya. We're going to take a look at all the mechanics of this leaderboard. If you want to qualify for a share of 0.2% of the Reya token supply, we will also look at an approach to vying for the airdrop directly on RIA, if that is applicable. We will, establish that as well in the course of this video. This campaign is running till there are 26 days left on the campaign. This is epoch 1 saying that there will be other epochs. Now, for this one, top 100 quackers will share 0.033% of the RIA supply. So it looks like the total campaign will involve 0.2%. So this one, 0.33% for top 100 quackers. Then 20 will be randomly picked from the top 101 to 300. Let's see if there are some more details here. Now, this is going to be a competitive leaderboard. If only 100 people will be rewarded. Epoch 1 is running till December 10th and fully unlocked. That is no vesting. Yes. For this one, the leaderboard has a multiplier. So you would meaning that your on-chain interactions on Ria itself can impact your position on the leaderboard. So you'd want to connect your wallet here. Okay. This is a one-time effort, by the way. So any wallets that you are using on RIA for your active trading should be put here. If you're an active trader, it's good, definitely going to have an impact on your leaderboard dominance and enable you, better your chances of qualifying in the top 100. So if you are not very active or powerful when it comes to your X account, your social contributions on X, because typically of InfoFi leaderboards, you want to connect on Wallchain with your X account. Once you have done so, go to your profile account settings and there link your recipient wallets, referring to wallets that will be receiving your airdrops. In this category here, it's the wallets that you're actively using on Rhea. Then you start talking about Rhea on X. Doing just so can put you on the leaderboard, but to have a multiplier and more impactful dominance on the leaderboard, you may want to actively use Rhea. So they are trying to encourage that. Now, as for Rhea and talking about it informedly and, you know, uh, tangibly, this is how you get started. You want to follow all these accounts. These are accounts of relevance. They are builders of Rhea, would likely be actively talking about Rhea. you know they would definitely have a high X score, assuming they interact with your output. So you want to follow these accounts, and of course, when you do so, the posts from them will appear on your feed, and you can start interacting with them. Replies count when it comes to wall chain. So not only posts, some people have dominance on the leaderboard solely based on replies. You definitely want to reply to Rhea because that's an aligned type of reply. But of course, when replying with Rhea, you want to do so informedly. And in general, when tackling the subject of Rhea on X, Rhea, you can use hashtag Rhea to look for posts related to Rhea, for example, or like I said, follow all these users on Wallchain. And so there is OX Simon. So that's a good start. Let me follow them. So this is the CEO and founder of Rhea. If he were to interact with you, that's going to be tangible impact. Now, we also want to see if Ria already has a token. I would assume that this is a pre-TGE situation. It doesn't matter though, even if they don't have a token, even if they already have a token, it's still an airdrop. So let's leave that. So follow all those users and begin interacting with them to kickstart your outing on the Real leaderboard. Okay. Then this Twitter helper will help as well. It will give you topics of alignment. So this basically explains what Reya is: a standout, top perpetual DEX, fast, battle tested, trusted by traders who demand reliability without compromise. Next phase of our development. So this is Kickstarter for your posts about the subject of Reya. You can talk about Reya's mission. All this will give you alignment with what Wallchain is looking for. Now, Wallchain is an InfoFi platform. It uses AI to index your post on X and analyze it, then score you on their leaderboard. Typically, when you arrive on Wallchain, you would have an X score given to you based on the value of your crypto Twitter account. So that happens during the onboarding phase. The better your X score, the better, because it gives you reputation to start with. It becomes easier to climb leaderboards on the basis of a stronger reputation. Okay, then you start earning quacks daily, and overall that has impact on your stance on the real leaderboard. So I believe each leaderboard, they have an allocation of quacks available to them, and you earn it. Mindshare contribution is an impact on the leaderboard, X score, as well as your activity on Rhea where applicable. So you can follow these as your Twitter helper. If you want additional information, for example, keywords of interest, for those who want to dive in deeper, there is a resource to that effect here, and more inspiration for topics. So, key talking points, performance and architecture, tokenomics. If you do this in your post, that will be aligned, and y- you know, uh, those are informed situations. So, you'd have more impact with those. Let's see. So, so it's a based roll up, not an L2, the underlying chain. Okay, so it does have a chain. Now, you would find that out when you start to use Rhea. So that is also a recommended approach to learn about Rhea. I've already arrived here, connected. I do see that you can also trade on the Rhea network. I don't know if it's in live mode, but I'll be finding out. But typically, you have this a perp dex fully on chain, paired against what I believe is their own stable coin, which is interesting. It's called RUSD, and basically you can trade all these assets. Mostly are tokens. There's also a pre-market category. This is still fresh, so there's only one token on here. So you all know what it is with perp dexes. As for so yes, so you have two options: cross margin, isolated. You can adjust leverage here. Then I'm not going to talk too much about the technicalities of trading perpetuals. When we go to rewards, these they do have a point system, meaning that you can vie for an airdrop position directly on Rhea. So that's a good deal. Now, it would have been good if, I'm shown my rank, but I have 0 points. So what I'll be doing is earning my first set of points to have a gauge of what my leaderboard position will be on the basis of a small amount of points. That would tell you how many users there are, if you can be competitive. Then points distributed is done weekly, not much, 150. So points are scarce. I don't know how many users there are, but on the basis of the points distributed and the total points, you can know. It tells me that you're still early. Not too early though, because 150 a week times 10 weeks, that's 1.5 million. So several weeks have passed. Uh, Interesting. RCP rewards your trading, staking. So for those who want to be passive in their approach, staking is going to be the option. The APY though is looking. I don't know if this is negative. It looks like, but to find out, I'll experiment by staking. You have Ethereum and Arbitrum. If you're to stake, your deposit token is USDC. Deposits. So you have the option of depositing through Arbitrum and Ethereum. Bringing us to the end of this video. This video I will be adding as a resource on airdropc.com. I believe it's sufficient research for you to get started with the Reya leaderboard on Wallchain, such that you have dominance there. So I'm filling this portal here with 200 airdrops in the next few days, categorized based on niches. So there is a niche for a wall chain here that I would now add Reya to. I'm currently working on it, by the way. So when you expand it, you will find resources on how to get started, like a video tutorial and so on. Interesting stuff. Now, the good thing about vying for the Reya uh, airdrop through Wallchain is even if you don't qualify, you'll be earning quacks. And quacks will improve your ranking on the Wallchain leaderboard itself, which many want to vie for, considering that it's possible that Wallchain itself has a token and your position on this leaderboard, which is basically an object of your quacks earnings, is going to be relevant to that airdrop. So now on airdropc.com, ensure to submit your email here to subscribe to airdrop reminders. And then you can contact me here using this contact form, this Telegram, and this Twitter. Exhaust the description area. There's a lot of information there. Airdrops, productivity tools, check it out. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Stay awesome, take action.